All right, gamers, welcome in. Twitch streamer gets banned from Destiny 2 to quit gaming. Okay, so Jay put me onto this in my Twitch chat for any YouTube frogs watching after the fact. Any of my Twitch chatters, I mean, you guys know who Jay is. Also, YouTube frogs watching after the fact, if you guys enjoy your stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub. That'd be greatly appreciated, because there's honestly a really good chance that this video gets demonetized, if you couldn't tell. I talk too much. And the original video will be at the top of the description. Second link will be Lucky 10p here, so you can go show him some love. And third link will be my Twitch stream. I go live 3 days a week. All right, let's get into it, brother. Also, we're doing a subathon. That's why there's a little counter right there. Okay, let's do it.
This story just got 10 times more crazy. We've got an update from the guy who decided to cosplay as a KKK member inside Destiny 2 with the caption, "Became part of the clan." This Twitch streamer has posted this, and it now has 563,000 views, so it became top trending within...
Dang, dude. People really out here getting too comfortable nowadays, bro. People are getting a little too comfortable nowadays. I'm not gonna lie, brother. Listen, I'm all for, pushing the boundaries, freedom of speech, yada, yada. But I feel like people are coming out feeling like putting the sideways smiley face. Okay, maybe we got a little too far. Maybe we need to start slapping some people around and stuff. You know what I'm saying, dude?
In the Destiny 2 topic on social media, and he has since responded with a post claiming that he did it on purpose. And we'll jump into that in just a moment, but before we do, I wanted to make sure you understand the full context here. If bro literally made this and called himself, Gandalf, no one would have bat an eye. But because he created this cosmetic set with the caption, "Became part of the clan" with a K, it was pretty obvious that he referenced joining the Ku Klux Klan.
Brother, you can't do this on Twitch. Do it on Kick, brother. Brother, you're missing your demographic, man. Come on, let's be real. Listen, as somebody who considers himself progressive or whatever, I realize that Twitch is progressive leaning. They're one of the social media companies that's more like progressive, leftist, whatever you want to call it, libbed up. Some might call it libbed up. I think Twitch is a good example of libbed up, not progressive so much to say, but libbed up, right? So if a Twitch moderator catches wind of this, they're gonna ban you. Kick? I'm not even trying to be shitty about Kick. I'm not even trying to shit on Kick or whatever. Just literally this would fly. Kick is like X. It's they don't really ban you unless they absolutely without a doubt have to. I mean, Kick is definitely better because whenever people get called out for doing stuff involving people underage, they'll do something about it. Twitter, I've had my fair share of run-in with absolute freaks, and either their moderation team doesn't care or, whatever, they just slip through the crack or whatever. Anywho.
Now, whether this was a parody or whether this was sarcastic or whether he should be allowed to do this or not, I'll leave that up to you all to decide in the comments. Because in the last video where I talked about this, everyone was going crazy in the comment section. So I'm not giving my opinion on any of this. Right? Feel free to weigh in on what you think of this situation. I'm just here to deliver you the news. DMG, the community manager, responded to this saying, "F racism, team is aware. Cheers to folks reporting," which made it pretty obvious that this individual was more than likely to get banned in Destiny 2 for this. Deserved or not, that's just what the community manager said, and obviously the internet absolutely erupted from this. A lot of people saying, hey, it was just a joke. Clearly it wasn't that serious. This guy really doesn't deserve a ban. Others siding with DMG and Bungie's community management team saying, this is...
Okay, I'm trying to think here, bro. I don't know, dude, because I have been pushing the boundaries of what jokes I make on stream, and every now and then I'll say one, I'll be like, ooh, that might, if a Twitch staff catches a hold of this clip, this might not be a good, right? Again, I'm for that, pushing the boundaries, but this just kind of feels when somebody online is like, do you want to hear some dark humor? And then it's just straight up racism, right? It's well, dude, make it funny. It has to actually be funny. I'm going to be honest. If I saw that on my Twitter timeline, I'd be like, I'd probably see it and be like, whatever, dude. Just another day on Twitter or x.com. Sorry, X didn't mean to dead name you. By the way, Chris, Destiny 2 is a game with a trans and BLM banner. Hey, Jay, how many flags you got in your Blue Sky profile, huh? Dude, somebody said that to me in that freaking OTK video. And I was like, oh, dude, this is so good. I'm actually going to steal this joke. Dude, no, that's awesome. I mean, listen, again, I feel like I have to, because there's a chance that this will hit an algorithm and, there'll be like more people than normally see my YouTube content. I am very pro, like, allowing yourself, like, express yourself and, whatever it is, dude. I'd say I'm pretty, pro, that kind of shit. So yeah, that's awesome that Destiny has that. And I guess that kind of shows that Destiny kind of it kind of in the same like way that Twitch does, maybe, if I had to take a guess. But I don't know that much about Destiny, to be honest, dude. Yo, what's up, Julio? How's it going, bro? I was looking for a video to go to sleep. And your G2A video happened to be my main feed on YouTube for iPhone. For such a small channel, I'm surprised it made it in there. Dude, fuck yeah, Julio. Welcome in. It's Julio, right? Yeah, dude, what's up, man? Julio in it? Yo, hell yeah, dude. Thank you for telling me that, man. I'm glad that video is doing well. That video was awesome, bro. That video, and then there's also, I don't know if you're talking about the, like, where does G2A get their keys, or the one talking about how G2A, actually, I don't know if that one's released yet. There's a video coming out about how G2A gets their random keys. And that one is also crazy, dude. G2A, really slimy company, dude. But thank you for telling me that. I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Thank you for stopping in on the stream. I hope you sleep extra well, dude. Feel free to stop in anytime. I'm also doing a subathon, so there's a good chance tomorrow, if you're looking for something to watch or throw on in the background, if you want to swing by and say what's up, I should still be live on YouTube as well. Thank you so much again, dude. Oh boy, gone way off the rails. Oh, are we talking about Destiny? I love Destiny 2, but I hate it at the same time because of paywalls. Why did Kick decide to name themselves after the PDF Hunting Grounds Kick? I actually don't know. I don't know where they got the name Kick from. Yeah. Oh, why do female vampires suck? Because they suck blood. Overwatch was made for the gays. How they gonna commit friendly fire? Why you shouldn't buy from G2? Dude, hell yeah. I'll be watching it while I sleep. Good night, man. Have a nice stream. Dude, hell yeah, Julia. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, man. Sleep well again and have an amazing fucking day tomorrow, dude. It's like people that are a part of the Overwatch or Dead by Daylight community and homophobic or whatever. Like, how are you playing Overwatch or Dead by Day and you're Dead by Daylight and you're homophobic? Is it like the song Mr. Blue Sky? No, it's like a Twitter competitor that a lot of people use. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to knock Blue Sky. Whatever. A lot of people knock it because they're like, it's an echo chamber, which I think could be like true to a certain extent. But if some people, if it makes them feel better to just be like, it's social media at the end of the day, man. Social media at the end of the day. If that makes you feel better to be around people, like-minded people, whatever, dude. Turn up. Okay, sorry, I've been trying to yap less, but I'm definitely guilty of that right now for this video. Let me let this guy talk for a few here.
Is racism, and this guy deserves to be banned. So what is the follow-up? What is the aftermath after all of this? Well, he has now gone to Twitter once more to bestow upon us another little nugget of craziness when he posted saying this.
Yeah, give us some of your insight here to this genius that you've created here, my man.
Okay, there was a reason why I posted the clan-inspired outfit. Destiny was becoming an addiction for me, making me pull hundreds of hours a month and genuinely disconnect from my family and friends.
So I did something that was, pushing the boundaries of dark humor here. I did something that could be seen as racist here, so that they would ban me off of Destiny and Twitch. Really? It's a 5-head play from me, if I say so myself. Triscult here. Oh. Woo! Honestly, when I was addicted to Valorant, I never thought about this. Guys, I should have thought about this, man. How could I make my Valorant character... Wait, you couldn't, really? Damn it. I would have to say something racist. Which, honestly, this, or saying something,
I completely stopped doing school to play Destiny and decided the best way to break the addiction was to lose access to the thing that was ruining my life.
Bro, just watch a couple Dr. K videos. You ain't got to do all that. Why did that get auto-modded saying you hate... Yo, that's so cringe. L Twitch.
So bro just said that he intentionally posted this right here, knowing that it would more than likely get him banned. And he did so to break his own Destiny addiction. Is this the most zero IQ play of all time, or is he living in 2050? I can't help but feel like if you're having an addiction, if you're having problems with Destiny, you know, just uninstall. You don't need to get yourself banned. You need to have a little more self-control. If the only way you can get yourself off Destiny 2 is by getting yourself banned, that still doesn't actually fix the problem, because if you have such a vicious Destiny addiction, you could still make a new account. Now, I'm not a counselor or a psychiatrist here, but I'm just saying that I feel like this is probably not the healthy way to break addictions. And as ridiculous as this post is, and while I do find this to be the most hilarious way to get rid of your Destiny addiction, there might be some validity to it in some ways, right? Like, Destiny can be a really addicting game.
Yeah.
And it can be hard to quit, right? They keep getting you back in. Every time something new comes out, they rope you back in, which is why the best thing you can do to get rid of one addiction is getting another addiction. Replace your Destiny.
And that today is why this video is sponsored by Fume.
To addiction with, I don't know.
That is why today's video is brought to you by Blue Chew. That shit'll make you just want to start humping holes in your wall.
Go to the gym or touch some grass.
Oh.
And I honestly, for the life of me, cannot decide whether or not this is genuine, because it's so bad.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, sorry to pause on him here. But that's genuinely kind of how I feel, like what I've been doing with like trying to grow my YouTube channel and shit, right? It's like it's taking me out of the addiction. Like, I was really locked in on playing Madden and getting obliterately high, right? And it's not even that bad, dude. Like, honestly, I already worked like a shit ton, whether it be on freelance stuff or like streaming stuff, getting stuff ready, yada yada, whatever, right? But, you know, like 2-3 days out of the week, like after I got like a decent amount of work done, I'm like, oh, I have like 4 hours. I'm gonna get obliterately high and play Madden. Recently, I've been trying not to do that as much, and I've been working on just work like the YouTube content, whether that be, short form, long form reacts and stuff. That's also why I've been like kind of locking in. I recorded some videos offline the other day. Literally, the one that Julio found me from was an offline video I recorded, which I haven't done in like years. The only time that I do offline videos is for the Patreon, which, by the way, chat, we have some free Patreon memberships. I'm pretty sure everybody in chat right now already knows, but if you guys want to grab one, if anybody hasn't already, feel free to. Sorry, I just got to keep saying that because I don't know what happens if we don't use them all. So I'm just going to keep telling everybody, like, yo, get a free Patreon membership. But yeah, dude, yeah, I feel that. I think that's actually like solid advice. Like, if you can find something that you enjoy doing that like feeds your brain, because it's like different types of dopamine, right? Like, I'm not getting the same type of dopamine, but it's like a similar dopaminergic, right? Is that the right word for it? Like feel. Like, I feel like I'm accomplishing something, which is kind of how it feels when I would rebuild a team on Madden. And every now and then I hit the Benjamin and do a little video editing, you know? It's probably why some of the videos turn out really rough. I mean, I honestly don't even be editing my videos that much. But anyways, let me continue. I'm sorry. I generally cannot convince myself to do anything productive, and I blame it on my mental health. I mean, that definitely could be it, Chucky. We got to get you some of that, what's that thing that people take when they're, like, depressed? Xanax.
Such a bad excuse that I almost feel like it has to be true, because
Yes.
the fact that he would just completely make this up seems just so odd to me. I mean, maybe obviously he's embarrassed after the fact that he got caught with the Ku Klux Klan cosplay. He wanted to find a way to downplay it or make it make sense, maybe. I mean, his initial response following all of this was, it's hilarious at the amount of Destiny players that really can't take a joke. I know why this shit game is dying. So initially, you know, he tries to downplay it as it just being a joke, but now he's kind of shifting the narrative a little bit and saying that, you know, it was serious and he knew it was serious and that it would get him banned so that way he could break his Destiny addiction. I honestly can't tell with this guy. He's obviously got some problems. A few screws are loose up here. Let me know if you can make sense of all this craziness down in the comment section below. And if you yourself are suffering from a Destiny 2 addiction, don't just turn on the hacks and go no clipping like Bach and Gangsta. Don't resort to KKK cosplays like Trisket here. Just uninstall the damn game, bro. And if you found this video entertaining, click on the screen here to watch another one from the channel.
Yo, W video, dude. I'm actually interested to see what people have to say in these comments. Chat, what are we thinking about this situation? I have an addiction to addictions. Oh, shit. Because the green gummies made me see demons. What do you think a Xanax is going to do? Make you see God, my man. Sorry. Do you have a Destiny 2 addiction? I don't think anyone would complain if he got banned for saying something racist in game, but the thing is that that's not what happened. He was banned for something he said on an entirely different platform, and this isn't even the first time something like this has happened. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's actually a good point, right? Like to play devil's advocate is like, okay, he made this character, but then he said some like problematic shit on another platform. And I think that comes down to like how you want to moderate things, right? Me personally, if I have somebody that is like doing absolutely toxic, horrible shit in my Discord, like saying slurs on slurs on slurs, or like just being an overall piece of shit, like asshole, like just doing the most dickhead shit, I'm gonna ban him from both. Because I'm like, dude, I don't want to foster that community. I think this is where it goes from like, how do these individual companies want to run things, you know? Because I think some companies would be like, oh yeah, guys, we don't see, we do not see, you know? But for Bungie and who they have in charge here, clearly it's like, hey, no, we don't want this person, you know? I can see the point they're making. Me personally, again, if it's like a toxic behavior and I'm like trying to bolster somewhat of a positive community, I would probably just ban him, to be honest. Like, this isn't like a judge, like in law, like, guilty, right? This is just individual, like, hey, sorry, buddy, the community manager decided that you're a piece of shit and he doesn't want you in the game. And he doesn't need, it's like me banning someone on a Twitch chat. It's like, yeah, you're an annoying ass bitch. You're getting banned. Like, I don't need to give you a reason. This isn't fucking law. This is a privately owned website. Like, fuck out of here, you know? I don't know. That's my opinion. Obviously. Pointy hats and RPGs are always dangerous waters. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It was funny. I'm black. I feel like 10 or 15 years ago, this would have been a joke. Yeah. But I think it's like evolution. I think some people get this like doomer mindset in their head where they're like, oh, comedy's not legal anymore. It's like, no. People still make like fucked up jokes and shit. It's just like, maybe people are getting more funny. Like he could have done this made this way more funny in some way if he was going to go about this. I think this was just, it was either a cheap attempt at humor, right? Like he literally didn't think it out that much and he's not funny, or he was trying to do what he said, you know? Oh, I'm trying to get banned. I don't know, man. Honestly, getting banned in a game for making an awful joke outside of the game's ecosystem feels like a massively bad precedent to me and can become a slippery slope. Whether he wanted to be banned or not, I think ends up kind of irrelevant in the situation. Finding it offensive is more than fair, but I really feel devs banning people for the behavior outside of their game is not a good thing. Yeah, again, this kind of goes back to this comment, right? I think it's a good point, but it's like, I don't even know if it's a dev technically. I mean, how would you, it's like a community manager. If they were saying that in game as well, I could agree there, but Twitch and Twitter are not their platforms to monitor, and if he didn't break any of the rules in the game itself, it feels like a decent sized overstep to ban them. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, I think it really just depends. I mean, if they start going willy-nilly with this shit, start banning a fuck ton of people because they just said something like problematic on Twitter, then yeah, I think it's a problem. But if this is like an isolated incident and a lot of people were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Then, like, I don't know, public pressure, which I'm not saying is right, but uninstall won't work. You'll just reinstall. The ban on purpose makes sense. It was extremely hard to quit Destiny. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, dude. Okay, this is, I mean, I don't know. I don't have that much of an addictive personality. Again, like Madden is the closest thing I can compare it to. Oh, by the way, anybody that says snowflake in 2025, oh my god, dude. It would be like if I unironically said Chungus. Banned without a reason from the rules and a bad joke about something Bungie brought in the game. That's also crazy to me, is that Bungie did. I mean, I guess I get it, you know? Delete character. Yeah, that's actually a good one. Destiny is really addicting. Yeah, maybe I just don't understand Destiny fully. Maybe that's the problem, is I don't fully understand. I have a bunch of homies that fuck heavy with Destiny. Just uninstall the damn game is like saying to an alcoholic, just don't open the damn bottle. If someone is really addicted to something, they will take it while knowing it's bad for them. See, I get what they're saying, right? I can empathize with this, but in my mind, that's kind of like being like, well, I'm going to just drink myself to death. It's like, well, no, that's not how you solve this. You don't make some fucking racist ass joke on Twitter to get your account banned. You should seek help for it. You should seek help for the addiction, no matter what it is. Like, unironically, maybe should have just started with some Dr. K videos, my man. Literally just start, like, whatever, dude. How to get unaddicted from something. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, that's why it's called an addiction. Was this the best way to handle it? Not really. But to be fair, I'm just assuming the guy is deeply addicted to D2. He could have done worse. True. That is true. Also, I think he should have been banned on Twitter, not D2. Well, he would not get banned on Twitter. Are you fucking kidding me? Respectfully, like, there's no fucking way. It's kind of like the Wild West over there. Bungie's willing to do this, then who knows for what people can get banned for. I wouldn't be surprised that other people get or have been banned for just saying they don't like something a Bungie dev got so insulted they banned them in D2. See, again, that I think if it's not this isolated incident, then yes, it's really problematic. But I don't really see anybody in here saying like, oh yeah, this happened to my friend or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, I haven't played Destiny, so maybe I'm overstepping on the combo. But I personally just think this was in totally bad taste. I don't think it was a good joke either. It's like when people try and cancel comedians, and then some comedians will like run to their like side to defend them, and then some people will be like, no, it just wasn't funny. Like, you have to, if you're gonna make like a fringe like dark humor joke, make sure it's funny. And I just don't think that being like, I joined the clan or whatever is particularly like a funny joke. In my opinion, and that's not me being like a triggered snowflake. It's just like, dude, this wouldn't make me laugh. Like, I'm not gonna laugh. Like, if it was something hilarious. Like, if this, here, let me give you a scenario where this might make me laugh. If this dude got in call with his friend and like did some sort of like fucked up RP with this shit, I'm not saying that's better morally, but as like, if we're saying like, oh, dark humor, right? Then maybe, or whatever, I don't know, just something. Do something to make it funny, please. And then I can be like, yeah, I was trying to make a joke. It was a fucked up joke. You might not like it, but he's trying to make a joke. This just seems like a shitty, horrible joke that, you know, fuck it, man. Learn your lesson to be more funny next time. You know, some of us get humbled by YouTube commenters. Some of us get humbled by getting banned by Bungie. When someone goes to jail for stealing, many places won't hire them after that. They haven't done anything personal to that company, but they have a history of stealing. If someone is racist on Twitter, they're racist in general. Yeah, I think that like comes down to like how people view this, right? Because probably the people defending this guy don't really see this as racist per se, right? Me personally, if this happened in my Discord, I'd probably just delete the message and be like, hey, dude, not chill. Like, I'd be like, not chill. That it's not funny and I don't really fuck with it. Like, we don't really do that in this community. And then if they pressed it, I'd be like, okay, well, then this is a fucking problem. You're problematic. Because, you know, people are on different levels of their journey. Maybe not all people are educated on how, like, this could, you know, possibly offend someone, you know? And it, again, if it's funny enough, then it's like, okay, you're just making a fucked up joke. Okay. But this, like, I don't know, it's not even clear that it's a joke particularly, you know? I'll probably form like a better like analysis of this after we're done talking about it. Wait, so is Buddy mad he got banned? I thought he wanted to get banned. Yeah, no, he did want to get banned. People just in the comments are like arguing about it. Or allegedly he wanted to get banned. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm confused, to be honest, about, or like, I'm not sure if he deadass wanted to or not. It kind of seemed like he was condescending himself there. Before posting the like, I did it on purpose. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?